Good day everyone, my name is Kenneth Minakap and I am a UC METC student, a bachelor's degree in marine transportation. I will discuss about the marine environment, the major sources of marine pollution and their effects, as well as the dangers to humans, animals, and the shipping industry. And last is the MARPOL Convention. By the way, what is marine environment? Marine environment talks about oceans, seas, bays, estuaries, and other large bodies of water, as well as their surface interfaces and interactions with the atmosphere and land to the south of the mean high water mark. The physical, atmospheric, and biological components, conditions, and elements that interact to produce the marine ecosystem's production, state, condition, and quality. What are the major sources of marine pollution and its impact, hazards to human, animals, and shipping industry? First, its effect to humans is pollution in the sea has a negative impact on seafood. Heavy metals and other toxins can build up in a seafood, making it unsafe to eat for people. Fish and other creatures that filter their food out of the water can absorb microplastics. And the second, impact to the animals. Water pollution has a variety of negative and dangerous effects on marine life. The following are some of the effects of pollution in sea animals. Hundreds of sea animals are killed each year as a result of waste like as metals, plastic, glass, and radioactive discharge. And the third is the impact of the marine pollution to shipping industry. Marine pollution and sea pollution can be bad for business, requiring increase in charges for ships, cargo, and passengers. There is potential here for putting shipping companies out of business or seriously curtailing their ports of commerce. The last topic that I will discuss today is about the MARPOL Convention, history when it was adopted, entered into force, and its objectives, including all the regulation of MARPOL Annex 1 to 6. Annex 1 covers prevention of pollution by oil from operational measures as well as from accidental discharges. The 1992 amendments to Annex 1 made it mandatory for new oil tankers to have double hulls and brought in a phase-in schedule for existing tankers to fit double hulls, which was subsequently revised in 2001 and 2003. Annex 2 regulations for the control of pollution by noxious liquid substances in bulk. It is entered into force on October 2, 1983. Annex 2 details the discharges, criteria, and measures for the control of pollution by noxious liquid substances carried in bulk. Some 250 substances were evaluated and included in the list appended to the convention. The discharge of their residues is allowed only to reception facilities until certain concentrations and conditions, which vary with the category of substances, are complied with. In any case, no discharge of residues containing noxious substances is permitted within 12 miles of the nearest land. Annex 3 Prevention of pollution by harmful substances carried by sea in package form. It is entered into force on July 1, 1992. It contains general requirements for the issuing of detailed standards on packing, marking, labeling, documentation, stowage, quantity limitations, exceptions, and notifications. For the purpose of this annex, harmful substances are those substances which are identified as marine pollutants in the International Maritime Dangerous Goods Code or IMDG code, or which meet the criteria in the appendix of Annex 3. Annex 4, Prevention of Pollution by Sewage from Ships. It is entered into force on September 27, 2003. It contains requirements to control pollution of the sea by sewage. The sewage or the discharge of sewage into the seabed is prohibited, except when the ship has in operation an approved sewage treatment plant or when the ship is discharging comminuted as disinfected sewage using an approved system at a distance of more than 3 nautical miles from the nearest land. Sewage which is not comminuted or disinfected has to be discharged at a distance of more than 12 nautical miles from the nearest land. Annex 5, Prevention of Pollution by Garbage from Ships. It is entered into force on December 31, 1988. It deals with different types of garbage and specifies the distances from land and the manner in which they may be disposed of. The most important feature of the annex is the complete ban imposed on the disposal into the sea of all forms of plastics. Annex 6, Prevention of Air Pollution from Ships. It is entered into force on May 19, 2005. It sets limits on sulfur oxide and nitrogen oxide emissions from ship exhaust and prohibits deliberate emissions of ozone-depleting substances. Designated emission control areas set more stringent standards for SOx, NOx, and particulate matter. A chapter adopted in 2011 covers mandatory technical and operational energy efficiency measures aimed at reducing greenhouse gas emission from ships. And that's all for today. Thank you for listening to my discussion and I hope you like it.